equals the same on the whole layout. This is narrow gauge.
Oh,
Okay, and that's standard gauge and standard gauge up on the main line. And then we have the trolley or traction system that runs from one side of the layout to the other side as well. If it was fully operational and manned, we could have roughly 40 trains in front of you running at one time. But to do that, we would need somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 60 people running this layout.
Wow.
around here and up there.
Run down here and up there. Those 10 guys, or there's 10 positions up there, and they run the mainline standard gauge only. We run narrow gauge from here up to the top up there.
The ski hill, is that it? Or?
Yeah, well, below the ski hill.
Oh,
Gotta watch what I'm doing. And
Yeah, we'll go over here. We'll go in the other room with him.
I'm in somewhere in 7 to 8, okay? Just to let you know.
Are you gonna go in and find it, or?
No, I'm gonna leave it there for a minute. Those guys operate 10 mainline trains, and they get their instructions from the dispatcher in that little room at the end down there with all the switches in front of it.
Oh, okay.
And they basically go out to the yards. There are 5 yards, 6 yards on this layout, and they go to the yard master and they ask for a train. And once they get a train lined up for themselves, they go to the dispatcher, identify which cab they are or which engineer they are, and then he in turn routes them out to the main line, and that's what this board represents. This is the mainline standard gauge, and if you took that board, turned it 90 degrees, and flopped it down, it's basically what the layout is. A through F is this passenger siding down here with passenger trains in it. And from those lights, those white lights up on top, I can tell you that there's 4 passenger trains on that station right now. In the electrical blocks, the engineers can only control 2 segments of track at one time, electrical segments, and they leapfrog. They have relays, and they have, looks like these push pins, and they can only control 2, and that's how we can go off and run mainline more than one engine on the whole layout, is they can control this electrical segment. The electrical segment is roughly 25 cars long. Okay? And they'll go off and leapfrog around, and they watch this board because about 70% of the time they can't see their train. They rely upon gauges and this big board, and they basically will say on the train that's in 13, he's going that way. The reason I know that he's in 13 is the white light. The blue light tells you which direction he's going. The red light, if he was going that way, it would be red. Down.
Y9 kind of thing? No.
Let's see, Y9.
Way down there?
Over by 19, by cab 4, or block 4 way down there. There's this white light on and there's a red light.
Yeah, I see.
And he's coming through from 4 up to 5. He's down in this area, to tell you the truth. Okay? And he'll be basically coming up here, and this blue train will meet him down in 5 siding. Okay? So they basically go off and the dispatcher can be a nasty little bugger. If you don't pay attention, you can get lost on this thing. But it's a lot of fun. The distance or the amount of track, if you started one of those trains in the passenger siding and ran at scale speed, it would take you about an hour to get back to that passenger. So it gives you an idea of how long the layout is. We've been here roughly 40 years, and there's changes to the layout all the time. That's the dynamics of the layout. We just changed it.
Our grandfather worked for the Great Northern Railway for
there you go.
40-something years out of Minnesota.
Cool. Yep, we have guys that are Eastern prototypical guys, like the Eastern, and then we have narrow gaugers with narrow mindsets, and we like small engines like in the Rockies or this way.
We were on the other side here a little bit ago, and there was a really steep one that looked like it might have been a cog railway. Is that?
The only cog railroad.
It's that one up there. Okay.
Right. Everything else, the branch line here, it's got steep grades. but it's a geared locomotive that'll take it up that. Okay, but no, for the most part, the grades are no more than 2%. The idea is to run trains with little as problem as possible and put out a good public show. Sometimes we'll get into specialized trains. There's what is it, Henry? We have a train that's Thomas the tank engine. And we have one of those engines and trains here. We have what is it? What's one of the special trains that we have?
A circus train, or
Oh, we have a circus train, yeah, and the main passenger trains, but you know,
Like a saw tree too. Saw?
yeah,
Speedy?
yeah,
what is it?
That's the high-speed train.
Oh, Excel.
like a bullet train.
Right.
Oh,
We have one of those. We used to have a BART train that would run around, but I haven't seen that in years. So it's generally a hobby. That's the difference between men and boys is the price of their toys. This
It's a man.
This is a man's world here, or a woman's world. We have women in our club as well. But the engines here, in narrow gauge, they run between $250 to $700 a pop.
Wow.
The cars run between 20 and 100 bucks. Very similar to what the standard gauge engines and cars run. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have guys that shake the box and put it out on the, and others that'll scratch build. So,
There's a lot of money in here.
what was
in a
it?
big show, including the building, there's over $1 million of investment
wow.
here when you're done for a big show.
And does the club own them all, or do individuals?
No, the club owns the layout and the building. No, we don't even own the building. We deeded the building over to the Walnut Creek, to the Parks Department. And the membership owns the rolling stock with the exception of around 20-25 cars, which are track cleaning cars. Yeah, box cars. They're hidden in these engines, and what they're doing is they're pulling a piece of masonite under them to keep the track nice and clean. Oh, good. You're up to it. But that's basically the layout. You know, you notice the Boy Scout troop here.
Yeah.
We have Jurassic Park on the layout.
Oh, whoa! What was that?
We have Smarties with storms coming by.
Oh.
No, we tolerate that nonsense all day. There's a skinny dipper on the layout, swimming. There's scuba divers.
Oh, wow!
It should be X-rated, right?
That's adults only. That section.
There's a plane wreck with mountain climbers going up to it to rescue it. There's a helicopter with a rotor. Oil derricks are moving. There's a waterfall running
Yeah, but
on the other side. Yeah. Our main yard on standard gauge is on the other side. And those guys are kept busy all day long. And they just go off and just switch engines. You know what I mean? You can come in with a train specifically set up, and at the end of the session, at the end of the day, your cars are going to be all over the layout because they'll switch them out unless it's a main train. The passenger trains stay together. But if you basically don't want it switched, you have to put in a part. Otherwise, oh, they're all over all the time. That's a good idea. Bring in an umbrella.
Yeah. For the rain?
For the rain.
You could rent them. They're expensive. Rent your umbrella.
Yeah. Sell the water. But that's it.
Well, thank you very
people-
much.
Ask people
Boy.
around the layout any questions you have. I mean, that's the important thing is we're really happy to be in the hobby. We are proud of our work, and they may have some new twists that I don't have on telling.
Hey, has anybody ever thought of putting they got these small little cameras, video cameras?
Yes, we have. We have done that on the front of a locomotive, and like I said, we've been here 40 years.
Yeah.
Some of the track, all the track is hand laid in front of you. We physically spike the track down and hand laid the ties. There's one section of track where you have the rail that has the bump on top, the knot, right? That's wore off, and we're running on a flange.
Oh.
And we're all scared to death as to when that gets down and we have problems, we got to tear out some portion of this layout to relay that track. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy.
Both.
So nice with so much to
Yeah, it's good stuff. But
Oh,
yeah, we have, and in some cases, it looks fantastic.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I mean, boy, down at that level, going by all this stuff.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
My name is Brad. This is Arlene. This is
Hi,
my
Arlene.
brother
Doug.
Doug.
Yeah.
Doug,
Yeah.
Brad, nice meeting
Yeah,
you
yeah,
today.
yeah.
Hope you have fun. I'm Tom.
Yeah, Tom,
Thanks,
Tom,
Ken.
thank you so much.
Yep.
Ken, thank
Thanks,
you.
Ken.
You guys, beautiful work. You're true artists.
No, it's fun. Oh, the electronics make it fun.
Yeah.
You heard the 5 years ago, we did not have sound. We had to bring in a sound system to run.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Now it's small enough to fit into that engine.
Yeah.
That's
Very
what's
cool.
coming out of this hobby now.
We didn't hear
Wow.
that on the other side on the standard cage.
It gets muddled up. They've toned them down. Some of the diesels will roar. They do have sound in some engines, but you have to work at it.
Wow. Well, keep up the good work. Thank you.
Well, he was going to go get
He went to the souvenir shop. I think he was trying to research the engine.